My beloved child, come closer and be still for a moment. I see the questions turning in your heart, the quiet ache you carry, the thoughts you try to silence at night but cannot. You feel His love for you, and you are not imagining it. It is real. It is deep. It is sincere. Yet you also feel the shadow of another presence, the lingering hold of someone who still has influence over him. And this confusion has left you wondering if you are misunderstood, overlooked, or second in my eyes. Listen carefully now, because I am speaking to you with tenderness and truth. I know how deeply you love. I place that capacity inside you. I see how you give without measuring, how you wait without demanding, how you hope even when hope feels fragile. You have asked me in the quiet places, if He loves me, why does she still have control? And I want you to understand that love and freedom do not always grow at the same speed. A heart can feel love, and still be bound. A soul can recognize truth, and still be tangled in old cords it has not yet learned how to cut. If this explanation touches something deep inside you, if your heart feels understood instead of judged, pause here for a moment. Type Amen 714. He loves you deeply, yes. His heart responds to the light in you, to the peace you carry, to the way your presence awakens parts of Him He thought were lost. But love does not instantly heal every wound. And affection does not automatically break every chain. Some bonds are not sustained by love at all, but by fear, guilt, habit, or unfinished pain. What still has control over him is not stronger than you, and it is not greater than my plan, but it is familiar to him. And familiarity can feel safer than freedom to a wounded heart. Do not assume that her hold exists because you are lacking. It does not. It exists because there are lessons he has not yet faced, truths he has not yet confronted, and strength he has not yet claimed. I am working in him just as I am working in you. But my work unfolds in seasons, not in moments. I do not rush the healing of a soul, because forced freedom often leads back to bondage. I am patient, even when you are tired of waiting. I know it hurts to feel like you are standing in the light, while he keeps one foot in the past. I know it wounds your heart to feel chosen emotionally, but not fully chosen in action. Yet hear me clearly. You are not meant to compete with what no longer belongs in his future. You are not meant to prove your worth by being more patient, more understanding, or more forgiving than your soul can bear. You are not here to rescue him from a situation he must walk out of by his own decision. Sometimes I allow distance, delay, and discomfort, not to punish you, but to protect you. If I were to release him into your arms before he is free within himself, his chains would become your burden. His confusion would become your pain. His unresolved past would enter your present, and wound what I am trying to build strong and whole. I love you too much to allow that. You see only the surface of his struggle, but I see the depths. I see the fear of being the one who hurt someone. I see the guilt that whispers he owes loyalty to what once was. I see the habits that formed over time, and now feel like identity. None of these are love, but they masquerade as responsibility. And that deception can keep a person stuck longer than even heartbreak can. Do not mistake delay for denial. Do not mistake silence for absence. I am near you, closer than your breath, holding every tear you have not allowed yourself to cry. I am also near him, pressing on his conscience, stirring his spirit, and bringing him face to face with choices he cannot avoid forever. What is not of me cannot stand indefinitely. What is built on fear will eventually crumble. What is rooted in truth will rise. There is something important you must remember in this season. Your value is not determined by whether he chooses you today or tomorrow. Your worth was settled the moment I created you. You are not on hold while someone else decides your future. You are living, growing, becoming, even now. Do not pause your joy, your healing, or your calling, while waiting for someone else to untangle their life. I know you wonder if loving him means enduring this uncertainty. Love does not require you to abandon yourself. Love does not ask you to shrink, to accept less, or to live in constant emotional tension. The love I designed brings peace, clarity, and alignment, even when it requires patience. If your heart is constantly anxious, if your spirit feels heavy instead of safe, then something is out of order. And I am inviting you to trust me enough to acknowledge that this season is teaching you discernment. It is teaching you the difference between compassion and self-sacrifice that costs you your peace. It is teaching you that you can love someone, without attaching your destiny to their readiness. I am strengthening your inner voice, so that you no longer ignore what you feel in order to preserve a connection. If he is meant to walk beside you, he will not remain divided forever. A divided heart cannot stand. He will either rise into clarity and courage, or he will remain where he is, and I will gently but firmly lead you forward. Either way, you will not be lost. You will not be broken. If your heart feels calmer instead of confused, if your spirit senses quiet trust returning, let that be your confirmation. Type Amen 892. You will not be forgotten. Do not compare yourself to her. Comparison clouds vision and steals joy. What you carry is different. What you offer is different. What I am building through you is different. The past has a way of clinging, but it does not have the power to define the future unless someone chooses to let it. That choice is not yours to make for him. Rest in this truth. What is meant for you will not require you to beg, chase, or suffer in silence. It will meet you with honesty. It will choose you with clarity. It will come with peace, not confusion. Trust me enough to believe that I am capable of bringing alignment without you forcing anything into place. If your heart feels relief hearing this, if you feel a quiet release instead of tension, let yourself respond without fear. Type Amen 651. I am not asking you to harden your heart. I am asking you to guard it. I am not telling you to stop loving. I am teaching you how to love without losing yourself. I am shaping you into someone who recognizes their own worth, even when others are still learning how to honor it. You are not waiting in vain. You are becoming. You are being refined. You are learning what you will no longer accept. And that knowledge will serve you well in the days to come. Whether he steps forward free and whole, or whether I redirect your path toward someone who is already ready, you will look back and see that this season was not wasted. So breathe, my beloved. Release the need to understand every detail. Release the burden of wondering what she has that you do not. Release the fear that love slipping through your fingers means loss. I am holding you. I am guiding you. I am working even when you cannot see it. He may love you deeply, but I love you perfectly. And I will never lead you into something that diminishes your soul. Trust me. Stay open. Stay grounded. Stay true to the peace I am growing within you. What unfolds next will make sense in time. And when it does, you will know that I was faithful all along. My beloved, I want you to stay with me a little longer. Let your heart remain open, not tense, not braced for disappointment, but gently receptive. I know you are tired of carrying questions without answers, of feeling like you are strong on the outside while something inside you quietly aches. I see the moments when you smile for others, but feel unseen. The moments when you wonder if waiting is faith, or if it has slowly become pain disguised as patience. I am not distant from that struggle. I am present in it. There are things happening beneath the surface that you cannot measure by messages, actions, or silence. I am loosening what once felt permanent. I am exposing what has been hidden behind routine and obligation. What once held power over him is already weakening, even if it has not yet fallen away. Chains do not always break loudly. Sometimes they rust slowly, until they can no longer hold. I know you fear being an option instead of a choice. Hear me clearly now. You are not an option in my eyes. And I do not write love stories where one heart must beg another to be chosen. What delays you now is not rejection. It is alignment. I am aligning truth with courage, love with responsibility, desire with action. Until those things meet, movement would only create deeper wounds. You are learning something sacred in this season. You are learning that you can care deeply without losing your center. You are learning that love does not mean waiting endlessly without clarity. You are learning how to listen to my voice above the noise of hope mixed with fear. These lessons are strengthening you in ways you will one day thank me for, even if today they feel heavy. I know you replay conversations in your mind, searching for meaning in every word he said, every pause, every promise that felt sincere but incomplete. I know you wonder if timing will ever shift, or if this is simply how things will remain. But remember this, nothing in your life stays unclear forever. I am a God of light, not confusion. What is hidden will be revealed. What is undecided will be decided. What is unresolved will reach a conclusion. Do not assume that his struggle reflects the depth of your connection. Often the deepest connections surface the greatest fears. When someone senses a love that requires change, it can feel threatening to the parts of them that are still unhealed. What feels like resistance may actually be fear of becoming someone new. Change demands courage, and not everyone learns courage at the same pace. Yet I do not allow endless delay. Seasons have boundaries. I will not let you linger in uncertainty longer than necessary. I am watching your heart closely. I know when waiting strengthens you, and I know when it begins to wear you down. Trust that I will intervene when the cost becomes too high. This is why I ask you to remain grounded in me, not in potential outcomes. When your peace depends on someone else's decision, your heart becomes fragile. When your peace rests in me, you remain steady even when others are uncertain. I am teaching you how to stand firm without becoming closed. How to hope without losing yourself. You are not behind. Your life is not paused. Even now, I am opening doors within you: clarity, discernment, self-respect, spiritual strength. You are becoming more aware of what you deserve, more attuned to what feels right and what does not. This awareness is not meant to harden you. It is meant to protect you. If your heart feels steadier than before, if your spirit feels held instead of heavy, let that be enough for now. Type Amen 904. If he chooses freedom, it will be because he is ready to walk honestly. Not because you waited long enough, or loved harder. And if he does not, it will not mean you were unworthy of love. It will mean he was not ready to receive what you offer. Either way, you will rise stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the life I am preparing for you. I need you to stop shrinking your needs to keep a connection alive. I need you to stop questioning your intuition when it whispers truth. I placed that wisdom within you for a reason. You do not need to become less to be loved. The love meant for you will rise to meet you where you are. There is a future ahead of you that holds peace, laughter, safety, and mutual choosing. Do not settle for shadows of that future because you are afraid of letting go of what feels familiar. If your heart feels seen right now, if something inside you is quietly saying this is true, allow yourself to respond. Type Amen 372. I am not asking you to force an ending. I am asking you to trust me enough to allow clarity to come, whatever form it takes. Stay soft, but stay rooted. Stay loving, but stay aware. Stay hopeful, but stay honest with yourself. I am walking with you through this step by step. You are not alone in your waiting, and you are not forgotten in your questioning. Hold on to this truth as you move forward. Love that is meant to last will not keep you in constant uncertainty. Love that is from me will bring alignment, not confusion, security, not anxiety, and freedom, not restraint. I am leading you there even now, even if the path feels slow, my precious one. I know the quiet hours are the hardest. When the world slows down and distractions fade, your heart grows louder. Questions rise again, not because you lack faith, but because you care deeply. I am not offended by your questions. I am not disappointed by your longing. I created your heart to feel, to desire connection, to yearn for love that is secure and chosen. So let me speak to you gently now, right where you are. There are moments when you feel him pulling closer in spirit, but remaining distant in action. This tension confuses you because love should feel like movement, not hesitation. Yet understand this, some people stand at the edge of change for a long time before they step forward. They see the freedom ahead, but they are still afraid of what they must release to reach it. What still has a hold on him is not stronger than love, but it is louder than courage right now. You must not interpret his delay as a reflection of your worth. I need you to hear this again and again, until it settles deep within you. You are not lacking. You are not almost enough. You are not a temporary comfort. You are whole, valuable, and deeply seen by me. The struggle is not about choosing between two people. It is about choosing between comfort and growth, between the familiar past and an unfamiliar future. I know you sometimes wonder if letting go would make him realize what he could lose. But I do not want your love to become a tool of pressure or manipulation. Love that is meant to be pure does not threaten to leave in order to be chosen. And yet, love also does not abandon itself to stay connected. There is a sacred balance I am teaching you now, how to remain open without becoming stuck. There are things I am revealing to you through this waiting. I am showing you how strong you are, even when you feel fragile. I am teaching you to trust your inner knowing, not just your emotions. I am helping you see the difference between hope that comes from me, and hope that comes from fear of being alone. These lessons are shaping your future more than you realize. You are not meant to live in constant anticipation, watching for signs, interpreting silences, or holding your breath for clarity. I did not design love to feel like emotional suspense. Peace is one of the clearest confirmations of my presence. If peace feels distant, then something still needs alignment. Not because you failed, but because timing and readiness have not yet met. I am asking you to loosen your grip. Not because I want you to lose what you care about, but because I want to free your heart from strain. When you release control, you create space for truth to surface. You allow me to work without interference. You protect yourself from absorbing burdens that are not yours to carry. If he is meant to walk with you, he will step forward with clarity, not confusion. He will meet you with honesty, not hesitation. He will choose you openly, not quietly from a distance. And if he cannot do that, I will not leave you standing in disappointment. I will redirect you gently, but firmly, toward what aligns with your wholeness. I know the fear that whispers, "What if I wait and nothing changes?" But there is another question you must also consider. What if I stay too long in uncertainty and lose parts of myself? I care about your heart. I care about your peace. I care about the life unfolding ahead of you, not just the feelings anchoring you to this moment. Do not rush to decide. Do not rush to detach either. Simply stay honest with yourself, and close to me. I will guide you step by step. I will make things clear when clarity is needed. You will not miss what is meant for you. What is truly yours will find you, without forcing, without chasing, without self-betrayal. You are allowed to desire a love that is free, present, and fully available. You are allowed to want to be chosen without hesitation. If your heart feels steadier now, even through the uncertainty, let that be your sign. Type Amen 809. These desires do not make you demanding, they make you honest. I placed those longings in you because I intend to fulfill them. Whether through him, if he becomes ready, or through someone else who already knows how to love you well. For now, breathe. Let today be enough. Do not measure your life by what has not yet resolved. You are growing, healing, and becoming more aligned every day. I am proud of you for staying soft in a season that could have made you bitter. I am close to you in ways you cannot yet see. Trust me a little longer, not blindly, not painfully, but gently. I am leading you toward peace. And peace will never require you to abandon yourself. If your heart feels calmer reading this, if something inside you feels reassured instead of anxious, let yourself acknowledge it. Type Amen 486. My beloved child, before you close this chapter of listening, I want you to rest your heart in truth one last time. Let these words settle softly, not as pressure, not as urgency, but as assurance. You have carried enough weight in silence. You have questioned yourself enough. Now it is time to let my peace speak louder than your fear. I know there were moments you wondered if loving him meant enduring uncertainty forever. I know you asked yourself whether strength meant staying or leaving, whether faith meant waiting or walking away. But faith is not measured by how long you suffer. Faith is measured by how deeply you trust me with your heart. Even when the outcome is unclear, you were never meant to lose yourself to keep a connection alive. You were never meant to accept confusion as the price of love. What you feel is not weakness, it is awareness. Your spirit has been whispering truth to you, and now your heart is learning to listen. Whatever happens next will not be accidental. If he rises into freedom, it will be because he chose courage over comfort, truth over fear, growth over familiarity. And if he does not, I will not leave you standing in disappointment. I will gently lift your eyes, and lead you toward a love that meets you with readiness, not hesitation. I need you to understand this deeply. You are not being replaced, delayed, or overlooked. You are being protected. Sometimes I step in quietly, not by removing someone instantly, but by revealing what you need to see, so you can choose with clarity rather than emotion alone. The love meant for you will feel steady. It will not keep you guessing. It will not pull you close while holding you at a distance. It will feel safe to breathe in. It will feel like rest, not constant effort. And when that love comes fully into your life, you will look back and realize that everything you endured refined you, not broke you. Do not fear endings. Do not fear changes of direction. I am not a God who takes without restoring. I am not a God who leads you into emptiness. When something does not move forward, it is because something greater is being prepared. Release the outcome into my hands. Release the questions you can no longer answer. Release the need to know what He will choose. Your life does not hinge on another person's readiness. Your future is secure in me. I am proud of your heart. I am proud of your patience. I am proud of the way you have loved without losing your compassion. And now, I am inviting you into peace. Not the peace of having all the answers, but the peace of knowing you are held, guided, and deeply loved. Rest now, let your heart be still, and if your spirit feels quietly settled, type Amen 927.